First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
Mike 5-9.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
59, ready, 280, 58. Hey, take that. What is that?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ryan. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Saints first down.
First. The linebacker.
They tried a quick hitter inside. Those big defensive linemen will take the play and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go play action with Ryan. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, 59, ready. Get that ball. Get that ball. That's it. Orbit.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He don't want it. 36, 35.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malcolm Brown at $3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the 1st here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tariq Cohen. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bears 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a lot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Demario Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 24-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Kamara. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Saints 7, Bears 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming after you. Mike's 56. 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? 25. Check. Come on, baby. Woo! 58, boy. 58. Right. Hey. High 7. 54, down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Newton. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
20. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Chicago, this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep swinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Newton throwing again. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 21. You tighten up. Check 50. Check 50. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Ryan. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Yeah, he'll find Hall. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, box truck. 56, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Great.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Now Newton on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
59, ready. Back 25. 50, wait. Watch twist. Let it go.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35 on second down. Ryan looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, take care. Go.
From the gun, Ryan. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Edwards now on first and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
Watch the run.
Gun.
Mike, check 33. Here we go. Boom.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Throwing on second and 14. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Check Mike 33.
Let's go, D.
Mike Smith.
33. Watch the curl.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hall. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Back to throw, Newton. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Newton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all of that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Tuesday.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So this